Watch the complete playlist on the app Pions. Download the app now.
Wire of, one second, question number 5 says a wire of 10 ohm resistance. So R is equals to 10 ohm. Let's write here 10 ohm. Is stretched into thrice of its original length. Be very careful. It is stretched to thrice of its original length. So let's say its original length is L. So what will be its new length? Its new length will be L dash, which will be 3 times the original length, right? Let's read the question once again. A wire whose initial resistance is 10 ohm is stretched to 3 times its original length. What will be its new resistivity and new resistance? Let me be very clear here, the new resistivity will not change. Why? Because the material with which the wire is made up of, that is not changing. And resistivity only depends on the type of material and temperature. So the new resistivity will remain same. It will remain same. So, sir, what about the new resistance? Now, the new resistance will change. Of course, it will change because the length is changing and because the area is also changing. We have learnt in class 11th that if you take any wire or any solid material and if you apply some force on this wire, then what will happen? Its length might increase, okay, in the chapter elasticity, okay, solids. Its length will increase, but when its length will increase, even its diameter will also decrease. So, this diameter, when your L dash is our new length, which is 3 times the original length, and this is our previous length, with the area here or area of cross section or radius is R, so area of cross section is A, the new area will be smaller than the previous area. But how much it will be smaller, that we will see within a minute. So, this is very, very important concept that when you are stretching a wire, its volume changes. Okay, volume remains constant, only the area and the length changes. So, let's start with the second one. The overall volume of the wire initially will be equals to the volume final, V dash. So, V is the volume of this wire and that must be equal to V dash here. Clear? So, V equal to V dash. Now, why V equal to V dash? Because the density remains same, right? So, density and mass not changing for this particular, so the volume also remains same. Now, what's the volume of the first wire? It will be area into length. Sir, from where you got this formula? You can use anything. You can assume this as pi r square h. Pi r square h is, okay, the cylindrical. So, pi r square is area of cross section and h, which is the length of the wire, you can assume. Or even if you are taking cuboid, okay, length into breadth is the area of the base and height into height is volume. So, area into length is always volume, okay. And this will give us here new area A dash into the new length L dash. I hope this is clear. Now, what is our new length? So, new length here is nothing but 3 times the previous length, correct? So, L cancels with L and you left with A upon 3. If you divide the area, 1/3 of the area is the new area. Let me keep it in a box because we will be about to use it, correct? So, the new length becomes 3 times the previous length and the new area becomes 1/3 of the previous one, okay? And that is obvious because the area decreases when you stretch it. Now, what will be the new resistance? Let's call it as R dash. That will be equals to rho. Why sir rho? Because as I said in the previous case, the resistivity doesn't change. So, what will be the new length? L dash. And what will be the new area? A dash. Let's substitute the values. So, it will be rho. What is the new length? 3 times L. What's the new area? A upon 3. So, that 3 will go on the top. Let me repeat again. This A dash is A by 3 and 3 goes on the top. So, this will be equals to 9 rho L upon A. That is our R dash. Now, what is rho L by A? So, rho L by A was the resistance of the previous case. Clear? And what is that previous case? Look here, it is 10 ohm. Rho L by A is the resistance in the first case, in the initial case, because length was L and area was A. So, that was the resistance in initial part. So, here we can substitute 9 into 10. So, R dash will be equals to 9 into 10, that is 90 ohms. Done. This is the new resistance, okay, of the wire after stretching it 3 times.